feel like a doofus for crying. Matt's got some travel burnout.
I just feel a little bit overwhelmed right now with the amount of stuff we have to do. I'm almost strong.
I was not strong. I'm just upset. If you're into waterfalls like me, this is a nice short hike to a beautiful waterfall. But if you want to see bigger grand adventures, we're going to show you where those are going to be on this highway.
We just hit a section of this trail where it got really shady and a really nice breeze came up that you can feel from the river.
I have to say, it's a really hot day up in Pemberton, so hopefully we can take a little dip down by the creek.
All right, woo! That's nice. Woo! I feel like all of the cold water that we spent in Alaska has made this really way more enjoyable than it could normally have been if we weren't used to all the cold water. Doing a short little hike in the sunshine's really nice. I miss the sun. We missed you, Mr. Sun.
Nothing like glacier water to wake you up in the morning. Let's go. This isn't going to be your typical travel vlog from us. This is going to be the story of how we started the Sea to Sky Highway on a high and ended pretty low.
Now that we're in the van, we're gonna head to a very popular resort town. So many people recommended that we're in Whistler. Oh, Jesus, you want me to say that again?
Yeah.
So many people recommend that we check out Whistler and explore the downtown area. There's lots of different villages here. We're gonna get a bite to eat now.
First impressions of Whistler, it's definitely a resort town. It kind of reminds me of a mix between Sedona and Jackson Hole. So many places to eat, hotels everywhere. Should be a good day.
Carb loading because we have some big adventures we got planned. I'm excited, I'm pretty hungry. We have not eaten today except some blueberries at the park after our hike.
There you go. Enjoy. There's a huge biking event going on, so Whistler is packed. But this food smells so good. We were recommended this bakery by Claire from our last video, who spent 4 years living here and now she's living here again. Sometimes with the smell of the bakery, you just know it's gonna be amazing.
Blackberry lemon basil scone. They really nailed this one.
It looks really good. One of the best scones I've ever had. Maybe even the best scone I've ever had.
So we happen to be here on a day where they're having this big bike race called the Grand Fonda, where bikers race from Vancouver all the way up to Whistler. It's 122 kilometers, 76 miles, and it seems like a really fun time.
Whistler's such a cool little town. I think it's the kind of place that you want to bring all of your friends and do a little vacation at. Got a lot of charm, it's very sweet, and a lot of people because of this big bike race. Since it's a huge event, there's live music, everyone's just sitting on the lawn. Because of the crowds, it was pretty overwhelming in Whistler that day, so we just decided to head to the park instead. Just getting some shade is really nice because that Canadian sun, man, it is hot. It's much cooler in the shade.
On hindsight, I don't know if coffee was the best idea. Maybe a lemonade would have been better. Because now my heart's just like, and I'm dehydrated, for sure.
Well, I guess we should go hydrate.
Alright, you too. Bye. You ever have one of those moments where the person who sold you the ice cream says enjoy it and you say thanks, you too, and then you're like, oh my god, I'm so awkward? I don't really feel like that. I hope she enjoys her ice cream.
We ended up getting into a little bit of an argument here, and this is when we should have known that something was going on. We woke up in the morning to a huge cloud of smoke. It's been smoky all day. We're gonna head to Squamish tonight, but there are 2 hikes up in Whistler that we wanted to do before we left, and thankfully they're really short. Then we'll head to Squamish.
Right now we're gonna be doing a cool hike to see some train wrecks that are just in the middle of the woods, and we might even see a cool bridge, possibly a waterfall, but we'll play that by ear. So let's go.
I have to say, air quality in the woods, much better than everywhere else. I feel like I can breathe again.
There were a few other bigger hikes that we were talking about doing while we were in this area, but because they're like mountains and higher elevation, I think a lot of the smoke is gonna be rising up there, so we're probably gonna just opt for a few shorter ones that are among the trees that are just gonna filter all that smoke and give us better oxygen to breathe, you know? There's a little waterfall and I'm excited about it. Look how blue this water is.
Matt planned this entire trip on the Sea to Sky Highway, and I have no idea what this train wreck is supposed to look like, so I'm excited to go see it.
That's right, I plan the trips now, and I include lots of hiking, because that's what I like to do, and Megan just comes along for the journey.
I do.
We just crossed over the suspension bridge, and if you're not into bridges, you're gonna hate that one because it kind of moves while you walk.
That bridge was I got a little motion sick on that bridge. It's a suspension bridge, so there's nothing holding it to the ground, so it was just like, I feel like I'm still going like this.
We are at the train wreck, and this train derailed like 100 years ago or something like that, when, I could probably just find out the year. Oh wow, in the 50s? So this train originally derailed over 100 years ago. I don't know the time. This train derailed because it was going too fast and it's completely sent it off the rails and into this forest. I don't even know where the railroad is. I don't see any tracks anywhere, so maybe we'll explore around and see if we can't find it.
Nothing. Bam. Do I look badass or what?
No, you look like a nerd. Harley Quinn?
Harley Quinn!
Kinda.
She's like,
We are in the remnants of what used to be a train that worked. Now it just sits here and is rotting away in the woods. Kind of cool, kind of eerie.
and it's all decorated with graffiti, which is, it's art, it's beautiful. It's kind of crazy. I wonder if they had moved any of it, because like Matt said, we can't see any train tracks right now.
The railroad tracks are right there, about 50 yards away, and I'm assuming at some point that was the railroad that all of the rail cars flew off of. I guess that's why you gotta not speed, even if you're in a train. Good job, Mr. Jones. Casey Jones, better watch your speed. It's a Grateful Dead reference.
Good one. This is a pretty sick hike. We have one more before we head to Squamish, and that is at a waterfall. We are right at the base of this thing, getting misted all over our face. It is so cool to be on the bottom of a huge waterfall. Once we got closer to the waterfall, it started to open up. What an experience. Canada is beautiful.
This is truly one of the coolest waterfalls I've ever seen in my entire life. And being this close to the bottom of it makes it even that more awesome. I'm so glad we found our way down here. We could be up there.
It's times like these that I am so grateful to have Matt as my travel buddy because I don't think I would do any of these adventures without him.
Hi. What's up?
Hi.
What's up, baby?
I love
Were you just saying how much you love me?
Yeah.
I don't think that van life would be possible without Meghan. Actually, I know for a fact I wouldn't be doing this without her, so I'm grateful to have her in my life.
Yay!
Even through all the times where it's like,
All right, I think that's enough fun for today. We're gonna see you down in Squamish.
We're in downtown Squamish, and one of the #1 things that was recommended to us by more than any other place was Fox and Oak for their coffee and donuts. It's like one of those fancy artisanal donut places, and I think they also have some fancy coffee cocktails. And seeing as it's early morning, I'm gonna try one of those and some donuts.
You're gonna try them artisanal donuts and those fancy coffees.
Yes.
So funny story, I walk in, they're having difficulties with their Square, which is their payments thing. And then so they took an IOU from a regular customer and he just basically said, pay for whatever she wants. So he paid for my entire, both me and Matt's donuts and a coffee. And they were out of drip because I was waiting for a long time. They were out of drip, so they made me an Americano instead. Upgrades all day. We have the maple walnut. I figure Canada maple, that's what we had to get. And then we have the pineapple coconut. The pineapple coconut is vegan, which is really nice. Also, they hand make them inside. Like you can see them just like tossing and frying and then making these donuts fresh. So I'm excited to try. It's so light and airy. Look at that. It's flaky, unlike any donut you've ever tried. It's like halfway in between a croissant and a regular donut. It's really good.
Thank you, random person.
Better?
I definitely like the topping on this one better. I'm not a huge fan of coconut, but this is really good.
I think I prefer that one. So we just had to make a difficult decision. We were debating whether or not to go to Vancouver Island. I know a few of you guys commented on our video saying we have to go to Vancouver Island, and we definitely want to, but we would only be able to stay like 5 days, and I feel like it's not enough. We've come to the realization that we travel full time, and we're also pretty young, so there's so much time in the world, hopefully. We're gonna bite the bullet and pass on Vancouver Island, but we are headed to Vancouver today, and we're excited to show you around.
Vancouver Island is also something that Vancouver Island is something that looks absolutely beautiful, and I think we want to get there earlier in the summer when we do go because there's so much beautiful outdoor hiking and camping. We have some fun adventures planned. We're not done with the Jesus Christ, man, why can't you talk? Why can't I talk? I just feel a little bit overwhelmed right now with the amount of stuff we have to do. So I'm looking forward to just saying, screw all of it, we're going for a hike.
We made it to the parking lot. Matt's feeling a little travel burnout, so he's gonna take a little nap while I make some lunch. Udon, delish.
One of the things we eat the most in the van is noodle dishes because they're so quick, they're so easy, and
That's what I like.
pretty healthy. You got a bunch of vegetables, you get your protein, get your carbs, and on kind of cooler days like this, it's really nice to have the broth.
I'm wearing Matt's shirt because, guys, I am out of laundry. Like, out of laundry. No underwear, no more clothes. I am fresh out. Thankfully, we're going into a city and we can get a laundromat because your girl is wearing Matt's clothes.
You look cute though. We're at Murrin Provincial Park and we're doing the Murrin Loop with the Jurassic Ridge Trail. And this should be a lot of fun. It's about 1.5 miles. It has some cool views and a little scrambling challenge for us. I think maybe a couple ladders. We'll see what it's all about. So I don't think Meghan trusts me very much after the last couple hikes we did together. because they're rated moderate. They're pretty hard. This one's also a moderate one. And we're on the trail for about 2 minutes. And she looked at me with a very discouraged face and said, Matt, what's the elevation on this? All right, this is it. We made it to the top of the very first overlook. It's definitely steeper than we expected getting up here, but the views are pretty nice, even for a cloudy, hazy day.
It shouldn't have been that hard, but it was. I'm just upset. I feel like a doofus for crying. But I also feel bad because Matt just loves hiking and I just don't. I just don't.
I just love you.
And I feel bad. Because I hate it.
I love you, baby.
It's not fun. I think, to be honest, I think I'm just a little travel burnt out, and so is Matt. And I'm glad that this is the last thing we're doing, you know, physically, exploratively, because I think I'm just ready to like chill out for a little while. Maybe cuddle a puppy.
Well, that sounds nice. Oh, I shouldn't have put that on. Bear spray or microphone, what do you want?
Neither.
We've had a really, really, really long last couple of weeks of really busy travel, really active, lots of hiking and exploring and doing lots of things. And we're both feeling exhausted. I think it's time to just kind of settle down and...
My breakdown was on camera, Matt's was earlier. So you guys might be like, oh, Megan, you're such a baby, but we're both very tired.
Yeah, and Meghan is not someone who likes to be consoled. She likes to be left alone. So if you guys are thinking, Matt, why did you just tell her that she's cute and not offer her any, you know, consolences or anything? She's not that type of person, and she doesn't want to hear it, especially from me. Right, Meghan?
Yeah, because he planned this thing. He said it was an easy, short hike. It's not.
1.5 miles and 531 feet of elevation. I didn't think it would be that hard, and sure enough, it was straight uphill.
I think what you're seeing is people who have been traveling for 2 months straight, actually 3 to 4 months straight, and just need a little break.
We've been out in kind of the wilderness for the last 2 months. It's going to be nice to be in civilization again.
I have no more laundry.
Yeah, we need laundry and showers, so we're going to work on that today.
All right, we'll see you in the next one when we're hanging out in Vancouver.
That's how we're ending it?
So that's the Sea to Sky Highway. Hope you enjoyed. We're going to see you in our next video where we hanging out in Vancouver. I don't know what we're going to do yet, but it's going to be awesome, just like this thing.
Bye.
That wasn't it?
No, that was part of the loop.
You don't tell me things.
Yes, I do.
You don't.
Yes, I do, babe. It's also on the spreadsheet.
Did you share with me the spreadsheet?
It's in our drive.
Did I get an email?
You don't need an email. We shared the same email.
I don't know. I'm just so tired. I'm having a break.
Do you want me to carry you? Oh, baby.
I'm so tired.
Do you want to turn around?
No, but yes. I'm so tired.
I know, I see. What do you want to do?
The camera's on.
Do you want to turn it off?
How much more? 140?
Uh-huh.
That sounds like a lot.
It's like not funny, but it also kind of is, because...
It's pathetic. So pathetic.
No, you're not. Mom's strong.
I was not strong. I was not strong.
There's nothing I can do to console her, for the record. Anything I say will just piss her off more.
Yeah. Anyway, subscribe, like this video. We'll catch you in the next one.
Alright, we're officially at the stage where any encouragement that I give Meghan is met with extreme resistance, hatred, and just mean, burning eyes from such normal, loving women.
I love how you call me normal. I used to be loving, then you took me on hikes, and now this is me.
But you look really good.
I do not.
Yes, you do. The way that your headband matches the flannel, and that the greens and blues of your backpack match your shoes, It really ties together quite nicely.
Onward!
I need to learn to recognize when I'm feeling burnt out, because I definitely had the symptoms this morning that I get when I'm like indecisive and just not energetic and kind of just in a crappy, pissy mood. And if I had known that, I probably would have said, hey Megan, I'm feeling burnt out. Let's just chill today rather than going on this moderate hike. I'm still glad that we got out and got some blood moving, because it's just nice, and I always feel better and more reconnected with myself when I get a little bit of nature in. But honestly, I'm ready to just sleep, get a good night's sleep, get some good food, maybe watch some crap TV to just kind of unwind and take care of myself.
This view is gorgeous. Was it worth the breakdown? I'm gonna say no. But I mean, if we were in the best spirits, this would be so worth it. All right, guys. In the next video, you're gonna see us probably take more care of ourselves, and we're gonna be hanging out in Vancouver, chilling out, enjoying the city. So if you guys liked this video, hopefully you did, even if you didn't. I'm tired. We're gonna nap for a while.